Dynamize.
Well, he's pretty hardcore, don't you think, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do you think? Is he pretty hardcore, or is he just another nerd?
Dynamize. All right, bro. Just cheers
All
me
right,
up.
let's go,
Let's
tech
start this
guy.
episode.
Let's
start
go,
this
tech
episode.
guy.
Woo! All right, guys. That's a nice, refreshing sound of a Rona there. It's Corona
it's
season.
virus season.
Virus. COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? We're out here right now. It's super quiet in here right now.
Can you explain?
Can I explain what?
Oh, it's virus season.
It's virus season. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, there's a pandemic going around town.
Oh, shit. I guess we learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's going to be in the U.S. for a while, probably the next, 3 years.
How's it doing in Sweden?
I don't know. Probably, I think it's dead in Sweden. I don't think it's alive in Sweden.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, interesting how that works.
All right.
It's kicking over here.
So, next topic.
All right, yeah, guys, so we're going to be talking about partying in today's day and age and how kind of how everyone treats it and why people party so much nowadays and kind of the mindset going into that. I don't really know exactly how Brandon wants to lead into this, so you take the reins, dude. It's all you.
Yeah, you know I grew up a cowboy, right?
Yeah.
I'm done. Partying in today's day and age. My personal opinion, don't get me wrong, I've partied a lot in my times. A lot of the times for good causes, a lot of the times for bad causes. I don't regret any of it. But...
Are you sure?
Well, I haven't always made the wisest decisions.
Hey, dude.
Like, you live in California. What the fuck, man?
The epicenter for partying and apparently COVID. That's lit. Is it because you think partying is the reason why COVID's so gnarly over here?
No.
Because all the bars are open? No?
No.
No? Okay. Gotcha. Okay, but yeah, we're going to be talking about partying. We're going to talk about kind of different mindsets going into partying, why people are partying so much, and kind of the reason behind it, whether it be you're battling depression, whether you I personally think a lot of the partying going on now in today's day and age is social acceptance, and people want to feel accepted or blah 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 blah. And we partied a lot in our past, and we don't as much. I mean, obviously, we're working a fuck ton now, so we don't really even have a chance to party. But we realized, I say 4 years ago, partying wasn't really the move, and it was more going out and seeking life, you know what I mean, and experiencing what's going on around the world, and then maybe partying in different cultures and different areas around the world, so you kind of get an inner look at a more in-depth look at cultures.
Yeah, and I would say it's social acceptance, but so much of that comes from disconnect from actually being social with people.
Yeah, for sure.
And so many people just live their life in the bubble, and they actually don't go out and see different shit or build relationships beyond their phone. And so it's you could go party and you could be a dumbass, and it's a way to actually be able to connect with people.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I've always looked at partying as being able to break emotional and social barriers.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is intentions that you actually go into partying with is how you're going to respond to each and every situation.
I think an interesting way to look at it too, I just thought of is, do you think a lot of people party now, nowadays, the new generation's coming up, people freshly turning 21, things like that, or even below 21, because everyone that's underage typically drinks. We don't endorse that, but that's typically how it goes. Everyone knows. They're drinking because they don't know how to hold a conversation or how to have fun without that substance in their life. You know what I mean? They're they literally can't have a solid conversation, so they rather just get drunk and kind of either see what happens, or maybe they turn into a social butterfly. But when they don't have the alcohol in their system, they're kind of a little I guess lame, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think that has something to do with it? People just don't know how to have, or people just don't have the just standard communication skills that you need to have anymore, with the new generations coming up and things like that. I don't know exactly why that is, but you think so?
Yeah, no, I'd say that's fairly accurate. It's when you're partying,
yeah,
all it does is just break down that self-esteem wall and makes you express who you truly are.
Definitely.
And so many people, it's just we have that old man who wants to go grab a drink with us next week and go over a bunch of business and stuff. But when you get alcohol into someone's system, you can really see who they're what their real colors are.
Yeah, that's totally true. But why? I mean, back to the main thing. Like, why do you think so many people like to party nowadays? Is that just like the fun hip thing to do? Is just to like fucking rage out and black out, or because there's a lot of partying going on. Like, what is the? It's good to party every once in a while. So what we're saying is what I'm trying to narrow down and what I'm trying to figure out is why do certain types of people, or a giant majority of people nowadays, literally party 5 to 7 days a week? You know what I mean? Like, it's cool, dude. Party a couple times a month or whatever it is, you know? Like, we party probably once every fucking 2 months or once a month, maybe. And it's not even like a party compared to what, like, we would do in the past or something.
Yeah, we have a couple drinks.
Couple drinks. Exactly. So, why do you think everyone is so party? Is that just, like, the only thing to do? And besides the COVID shit, prior to COVID happening, do you think it's just been the thing to do? Because it wasn't the thing to do when we were in like high school and shit like that. Like, it was, but it wasn't like a 5 days a week, 7 days a week type of thing. At least not for me.
We went to different high schools, man.
Was it 7 days a week for you in high school?
No, it wasn't 7 days a week, but my freshman, sophomore year was pretty much nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once every couple months or so. Probably freshman and sophomore year, I probably partied 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Junior year, I started to party pretty much every single weekend, and then senior year, I was just completely over it, and then I was partying probably 3 nights a week.
Yeah, 3. I mean, so.
But the weird thing was I was still working on the weekends, and so.
Well, I mean, we talked about the other day, like when we were younger, how we could just fucking rage and still wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. and work our ass off and be like totally fine, or even be like just drunk as shit at work, you know. But it's a lot different now that we're getting older, obviously. But the upcoming generations, it just seems like they just fucking rage, and that's all they want to do is like party. And if you're not fucking having a party, throwing a party, or going to a party, they don't even want to be essentially like associated, you know. There's like when in our mindset, like there's so much more to life than partying. Like, where did that click for us where it's not clicking for others? Was it like our first insane trip where we got to experience some shit? Like, where do you?
Yeah, and it's the bubble lock.
Yeah.
And so it's just like that's really where you end up meeting new people nowadays, is going out and partying. And I think just so many people have been locked into that, oh, well, I can't go do new shit, I'm going to drink.
Okay.
And so
with the pandemic going on.
Well, no, not even with the pandemic. It's
do
not
you
I
think
can't
it's
do new shit.
accelerated it?
I've never done new shit.
Okay.
And that's that comfort level that you could go to is, oh, I could go drink, because that's going to be fun.
Yeah, definitely. So they just haven't had that experience where they've really been like, oh, wow, like, oh my gosh kind of moment.
Yeah, and I feel like partying brings out a lot of those different experiences where you do stupid shit you won't necessarily regret, but you do stupid shit for stories to tell, and it creates memories. But I feel like so many people are partying nowadays just due to straight depression compared to... Like, I don't know. I've always looked at partying as a weird thing because growing up, it was just, I was always told, you're partying to celebrate life, partying to appreciate every single thing and the people around you, and to create those closer bonds. But I look at so many different people and I see them party, I see them get fucked up.
Yeah.
And every single thing they post is negative on how they hate life. Right, and it's not even they hate life. They're like, oh, I had the best time with my friends. And they say they're having the best time with their friends, but then you go and have an actual one-on-one conversation with them to get to see who they actually are. Yeah. And they have nothing but problems and drama. And it's like
it's
they
typically
get themselves...
a drama-filled area, definitely in the party scene. There's just so much drama because, I mean, you bounce from one party to the next party. There's just bound to be some type of drama with some person at the party or something going on. Or someone in your group has drama, and that drama reflects back on you.
And that's what I don't understand, truly, at this point in my life. It's like...
Oh, we're drama-free, dude. What the fuck? Fuck drama.
Well,
like,
that's
if you have
exactly
drama,
it.
dude, like, no-go. Like, what?
Yeah. And then if we have shit, we just say, yo, dude, fucking cut your shit out, and
like,
it's
this
done.
Is what it is. Yeah, exactly. It's done. There's no drama.
But it's like that drama... I guess that's a valid point, but it's so much of fuck, dude. I don't know. People just look at the experience and just like, how fucked up can I get tonight? Oh, I want to puke my brains out. Oh, I want to do this. It's like,
well, that's the problem. Like, there's a point where
it's partying and it's social and it's partying and
there's casual drinking and there's like just on your verge of like blacking out, so to speak. You know what I mean? A lot of people nowadays are just trying to get fucking sauce, and believe me, like I get a couple of drinks in or whatever, and I'm like ready to fucking keep going. Obviously it just turns into water, and if you like to fucking party, then it goes hand in hand. But the people that do it every single night, that are just throwing them back every single fucking night, and that's all they do, and they go to their little bartender job or whatever they're doing, and then like there's so much more to life than that, and I guess that's how we should translate this conversation.
You just brought up an extremely valid point, though. Bartender job, server job.
That's their life.
Trap, though.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Because you make great freaking money. Like my sister, when she was a server, she was making $300 to $500 a night in tips.
Yeah.
And it's technically tax free because it's all cash under the table. You just pretend doesn't exist. And if you guys want to talk shit on that, 99% of servers do it. Trust me.
Yeah, facts.
If I was a server, I'd do the same exact shit.
Oh, dude, totally. That's like that's like a backup plan of fucking dreams. You need quick money, dude? Go get a serving job. Brandon's a fucking wizard with opening beers, if anyone doesn't know. He's partied in his time, I guess.
Hey.
But, I think that's where we should kind of translate this conversation. Guys, this is going to be a quick podcast. We got a ton of other shit going on. And we got some cool stuff to explain to you after we have this conversation. But that's where we should translate this convo, is kind of there's so much more than just partying. We've made great friends and met some amazing people through partying and stuff. But you need to have a balance, and there needs to be a limit, So, like, how can we help people implement some sort of structure or balance into their party scene? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that are literally just lost in that shit, whether it's depression or...
I would say a lot of it comes down to purpose, though.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have an actual purpose for life or a mission or an impact they're going to make.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, well, what else are you going to do? And so that's the difference between getting stuck in that 9 to 5 where you're just doing the same exact thing over and over and over again. But look at the shit we actually do on a daily basis. How often do we do the same shit twice?
Which is, that's a valid point too, because all these 9 to 5ers say just go get fucked up every night or every other night or whatever. We know a ton of people that do that. And then, you compare it to us, right? And how, like, we do a ton of, like, really cool shit, not, like, work-wise, really cool stuff. Like, we do a lot of cool stuff that we're passionate about, but we're not lucky, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, granted, there's some luck in some areas for sure, but we chose what we wanted to do, and we fucking went after it. Like, it's not been fucking rainbows and butterflies the entire time, you know what I mean? We've had a lot of ups and downs, and still... Honestly, I'd say more downs than ups even. Like, it's fucking very hard to start your own business or get the integrity behind something and do everything the right way, especially when everyone and society in today's day and age is like cut corners.
Well, it's so easy to cut corners and market different ways if you really wanted to. Mm-hmm. We just aren't that kind of person. And it's just like... There's so many different ways. Oh, you can make money doing this. You can make money doing this. You can make money doing this. But we hold ourselves to such a high standard.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things why we enjoy what we do so much. And I feel like so many businesses just don't give a shit about their employees. And then it's the employees who go out and they don't give a shit about the business. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, I'll do the bare minimum. I'm going to get by. And so it's not that whole entire culture within the company pushing everyone to be better and better the company. It's bringing that passion and that inspiration out within people to constantly be pushing each other.
Okay, I have a solid thing to bring up with all this. Okay, so as far as the partying goes and fucking getting smashed, fucked up every night, right? As far as California, okay, LA to be specific, okay. Do you think majority of the people are getting fucked up every night because of the clout from that? They're going to these parties and getting trashed and seeing whatever happens and where the night takes them because of the potential clout of who they can meet and who they can get involved with. Like, I feel like that's a fucking huge fucking thing, actually.
I would completely agree with you on that, where it's, I'm trying to meet person.
I mean, we've done that where we've gone out.
Oh, no,
we
we've
don't
gone
get
out.
fucked
But
up,
at the same point, we pay attention to the limit of how much we actually drink. That way,
But we go out once, though, too. I'm talking about the people that are like, they're known for being at like every party.
Like, straight up, if you and I wanted to get in the party scene, it is so easy for us to do.
Oh, yeah, we can just jump in.
And every single time we go to a party, how many people do we meet?
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone at the whole fucking party.
Exactly.
And so it's just like, I guess there's a time and a place, and it's one of those things. If you're stuck in a normal everyday job, which so many of us really are stuck in, then it's just like, well, I guess that's your only hope.
That's
your
social,
meet someone.
That's your social event, I guess, of the day or the week or the month or whatever you're doing, I guess, huh? That's interesting too. I don't know. It's very, because I mean the surfing industry, huge party industry. Same with snowboarding, same with skating, all of it. I mean every industry in its own way is its like own party scene, right? But everyone has had that one night where they've gotten so fucked up, right? And they wake up and they're like, I'm never fucking partying again.
I'm never partying again.
Right.
Fucking famous line right
I'm
there.
never gonna drink again. Right. So like, where did we find the balance? And I mean, I just got over it, dude. To be honest with you, like it gets old real fucking quick for me. But I don't know how it doesn't get old for people.
You know what the thing is? Of all the sports you just mentioned,
okay,
none of them you're on a true team.
It's all individual.
The competition comes down to you and you only, and you win or you lose. And the difference between it is having teammates who hold you to a standard.
They hold you
And
accountable.
don't get me wrong, like a lot of people in the NHL party, a lot of people in the NBA party, but when do they party? Like every single industry parties to a certain extent because you got to let loose every once in a while, and if you don't, you're just fucking boring.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same point, it's just finding that balance.
Okay, what you just said is very interesting. You're just boring, right? Quotes around that, huge air quotes around that. So you're just boring. So has it become a thing in today's society to where you have to party once in a while or all the time or whatever it is, depending on what group you're in or what category you're thrown in, because there's so many fucking subcategories and everything now. Everything's subcategorized that you're like almost like required to party to fit in with today's society, which is honestly, it's fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, because
that's accurate,
dude. You don't party and you kind of fall off the map. Like we stopped traveling and partying, and not even like the partying, just really like traveling and shit. And we really kind of fell off that map because we've been fucking grinding and working so much. You know what I mean? So
I would say it's that thing when you let loose, and so it's just like when you and I were first starting to meet and get to know each other. How did you know my stupid ass? Because I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna send it.
Yeah.
Doing stupid shit like that. Yeah, you thought I was a dumbass to a certain extent, but at the same exact point, it's something that's fucking rememberable. I wasn't partying. I wasn't doing anything, but at the same point, it was pretty clear I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, partying a little bit for sure.
Well,
I was partying too, though.
Well, I was partying my ass off at that time, but when I was actually with you.
Oh, when you're with me, I didn't party that much, though, when you met me. I kind of stopped.
Almost every single time we met and hung out, there wasn't alcohol involved in any of them.
Yeah, we were just, like you just said, sending it and
we
just
were
having
just going
fun
out.
in other ways.
Hey, let's go climb this mountain. Oh, hey, let's go flyboarding. Hey, let's go do this. Hey, let's go do this.
So do you think that's a big thing, that why people
but most people
gravitate to partying so much? They haven't had those experiences that are like, wow, this is actually better than partying. I'm coherent and having a great fucking time. Because like a lot of people only have a good time when they're fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, which is like so sad. And like, what's a way to get people around that? Like, dude, there is a brighter side. You know, there is the other side of the mountain. You know, the other side of the rainbow where you can have way more fun and the best experiences of your life not partying. Like all my top 50 experiences in life so far, not one of them would be in a party scenario. I wouldn't say. I have funny party stories, but top 50 and shit I've done, dude, partying does not equate in there. You know, we did Bear Creek Spire. Was a really quick trip, but that was a fucking gnarly trip, dude. That was a really cool sin. Like, not a lot of people get to experience and do that. Everyone gets to experience blacking out if they want to. It's an easy thing to do. We could do it right now. You know what I mean? But
But
not,
the best nights are the nights you didn't black out. It's you partied and you got to that certain level of doing stupid shit and having fun. Like, I remember one of the first times I went to Hawaii. It was like freaking 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I went to the platform in the pool. And I was just running off and doing gainers.
Dude, that's
and
when we
stuff.
used to, that's
Yeah,
like middle of the night, jump the fucking fence, go in the pool.
And technically, was it illegal? Yes. But at the same point, was I doing anything that was really bad? No, I was just having a good time.
Nah, we were just
And so you're breaking the rules, but at the same point, it's just like, oh, I was going out and I was doing fun stuff. What does partying get you to do? Go out and do fun stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, oh, well, it's doing things that you don't do on an everyday basis.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's saying, oh, I'm pushing myself to the next limit by doing this because I'm breaking down the social barriers and finding out who I actually am.
So I guess my real question for this entire podcast, and hopefully some of you viewers that watch this can answer some of those questions. Hit us up in the DMs on Dynamize's account, our personals, doesn't matter. But the amount of chicks that party that I really think strictly go for the clout of doing it, whether it be in the LA scene and even in Orange County, not for clout, but just strictly just want to have a drink every single day. And they didn't have like a rough day. Like, you know, like we'll come home after a really long day and we'll just fucking drink a couple beers and we'll just mellow out, you know, get our head fucking just cruise, you know. But those people that really just drink day in and day out all throughout the day, and that's kind of their MO on life. Like, what is the deal with that? What do you think's behind that? Like, I really don't know. You know, I should probably ask some more people and kind of figure out, like, because I bet if you ask a chick, right, that you're talking to or something, that you know drinks, like, a shit ton, and you were like, hey, why do you like to drink so much? Why do you drink every single day? Like, I really don't think they'd have a solid answer, dude.
Every single person we would ask that, if you asked, what else do you have to live for? How many of them would have an answer for that?
That's exactly. That's what I mean. So, like, what's their cause behind doing, like, their actions, you know? Like, that's what I'm trying to kind of piece together.
Because that's a highlight of their life. And
is that because, like, opportunity? Like, they haven't had the opportunity, you think, to go out and do other shit?
It's not opportunity.
Yeah.
It's everyone has opportunity. You could go and do different things with almost no money. I guess a lot of people haven't learned how to do things on such tight budgets. But I think they're always told, oh, it's not possible. Or
it's not possible and they're scared.
Or they're not comfortable to go out and actually do it.
Yeah.
And so what's that one thing they could go to over and over and over again
that's
where
accessible and easy.
They still feel let loose.
That's interesting because, I mean, in Europe, right, you can drink when you're either 14 or 15, depending on what country you're in, right? Or even younger in some countries, I think, right? Or is 14, 15 typically the average? I think in Germany it's 15, that's all.
No, in Germany, I think it's 14 for beer.
Is it 14? Okay.
And wine. And
but you can start getting fucked up at 14, so it's...
And then it's 16 for hard alcohol, but the rest of Europe, it's 18.
So 14,
but
right?
In Sweden and I think Norway, too, you have to be 21 to buy hard alcohol.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. But hard alcohol, you can still get fucking smashed off beer.
So yeah, but the beer they sell at the grocery store is like, because their whole entire alcohol
right, the percentage is way lower and shit.
Yeah, their alcohol system is ran by the federal government, and there's.
But I mean, you can still get fucked up if you drink enough, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 14.
Well, no, those literally you could drink as fast as you can. And you don't really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you kind of have to hard alcohol is kind of the move.
Well, you could go the Systembolaget in Sweden.
Yeah.
And. But the thing in Sweden is alcohol is so freaking expensive, so everyone in Sweden ends up going to Germany because it's cheaper to hop on a train and go to Germany and fill a suitcase, and then you bring a whole entire suitcase back with you to Sweden, and
See, that's interesting, but you think because they're starting 7 years ahead, whether it be hard alcohol or not. I mean, you can get alcohol in the U.S. way earlier, obviously. Like there's fake IDs and all the other shit, but. Do you think that's a reason why?
I think that's very accurate because when they start earlier.
Yeah.
Because you go to Europe, and so much of Europe isn't on that party culture because it's been socially accepted.
It's socially accepted.
And
that's
so
what I mean.
it's like you look at most college girls who go to college and they never drink in their life. Those are the people who are getting the most fucked up on a consistent basis because they've never been around it in high school. They never partied. They never did anything. It's like, yeah, I partied in high school. Yeah, I did stupid shit. But at the same point, it always taught me that I can control myself if I needed to.
Yeah, definitely.
And them, they're just like, oh, I've always been such a tight ass my whole entire life.
Getting wasted.
Now I'm going to let loose.
Definitely. No, I mean, it's just super interesting because, I don't know, like, people don't see, like, other avenues and shit because that's the thing with America, too. America likes to, unfortunately, likes to keep you trapped in, like, certain areas in life, you know, and really makes it easily inaccessible once you're either above the age of 18 or 21, depending on if you're doing alcohol or, like, some type of drug or something like that.
But it keeps you trapped, or it's a land of opportunity?
See, it's both for sure, but way easier to get trapped, you know, because the society being brought up for generations now, you've been taught one thing, you know, and it's like, okay, go to high school, go to college, graduate college, get a job. You know, that's the American dream, right? Go to college, get a good job, get a house.
That's not the American dream.
Get a family. No, but like the typical American society, right, is to go to college, buy a house, have a family, and that's it.
And so much of it has taught you to not think for yourself lately.
Not think for yourself. That's what I'm saying. It's been engraved in your head. Like, I remember when I dropped out of school, whatever, 5 years ago or whatever, people were like, dude, how'd you do that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I just fucking did it. They're like, well, what about your parents? Like, I want to do that, but my parents would kill me. I'm like, dude, it's your fucking life. It's not your parents' life. You know what I mean? Like, are you going to start living and thinking for yourself? Which I guess that stems to the entire ordeal in a way, because people don't think for themselves and they trap themselves in their own bubble.
The social standard and their opportunity to let loose.
Yeah.
Because they're so worried about the social standard and the rules and guidelines they have to follow. And if they don't meet that criteria, they're shit in their own mind.
Yeah.
So which exactly is what it is that leads to depression, because they think they have to be at this level.
Yeah.
But at the same exact point, they fucking hate what they're doing.
Yeah.
And so what are you going to do when you have to let loose? Because you're going to find that false high.
Yeah, that false high.
And then, but it's when you all let loose and you all say how bad everyone else is. Oh, well, this. Or it's putting that, it's either saying, oh, well, fuck, I hate my job, this. Or it's, oh my gosh, I'm doing so amazing. I love my job. I sit at the computer and I stare at spreadsheets all day, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I have the greatest coworkers, except Margaret, that fat bitch. I hate her. She just, Margaret. But no, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's,
yeah,
people are always putting on a front, trying to impress other people instead of being who they are.
Yeah.
And most people don't know who the fuck they really are nowadays. And they do deep down.
But they're afraid they won't be socially accepted if they release it or let it out, which is very sad, you know, because end of the day, like, you don't need to give a fuck about anyone's opinion. This is and that's what I realized when I was in.
I don't give a fuck about his opinion.
But that's honestly what I realized my senior year of high school was like, dude, I stopped giving a fuck about people's opinions, and I was like, I mean, the people close to you that are really close to you, you're gonna care about their opinion because you're looking at them for advice, things like that, wisdom, shit like that. But overall, like, it is your life.
But why don't you give a fuck about their opinion?
Because it's fucking my life, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Because it comes down to who you are.
Yeah, who you are
and what your morals are.
What you want to be and what you want to do. And I mean, this is a great time.
And
like,
why
we're
do you
talking
want to
about
do
like
what you do?
social acceptance and like families and shit like that, and pressuring you to do this and do that. Like, we both dropped out of fucking college. Like, we both dropped out of college. Okay, our buddy Greg, he graduated college. Shout out Greg, he fucking did it. We didn't. Fuck that. But
$50 says if all three of us were sitting at the table and they asked who went through college and who didn't, they would guess wrong.
I feel like they kind of would. I feel like they probably would. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Brandon's right as fuck. But anyway, I mean, if college is not for you, okay, and you really feel like you can do something outside of that, all right? Because I don't believe college is for everyone, okay? I don't think you do either. I don't even think Greg does either, okay? Dude, just do what you want to do. Who the fuck cares who's going to be mad? You know, if your parents are going to be mad, they're not going to be mad for fucking life. Some will, because some are fucking crazy, but at the end of the day, dude, they fucking love you, and
I'll be a little mad.
They're your parents. No, but, dude.
I'm watching you guys.
Fuck no. Yo,
get good grades.
Fuck that.
Make everyone happy.
That's Brandon's sarcasm voice. Don't let him fucking fool you. Brandon's on some bullshit. Anyway, guys.
This guy's blowing so much smoke up here.
Anyway, guys.
I am such an honest guy.
Anyway, guys. Basically, what I'm trying to say is do what you want to do that's going to make you happy. And
what do you want to do?
I fucking hate you so much, dude. That's what I want to do. No, but hey, do what you want to do and be the happy person you want to be, and fucking keep pushing yourself up. And you don't have to fucking go to school to be some successful motherfucker. And if you don't want to be quote unquote successful, here's how I measure success nowadays, and that's how Brandon and I in transition, and even Greg, is your success is measured on your happiness, not your fucking wealth or whatever you're doing. You know, if you're gonna be happy and you want to drop out and you want to move into a van and just go travel around and fucking live off nothing, you should fucking do that. And if you need someone to encourage you to do that, you need new fucking friends, and quit giving a fuck about your parents' opinion or whatever's going on in your life. Because at the end of the day, if you really break it down to them and they're understanding and they have a fucking mind, and you tell them, like, this is what's going to make me happy and I'm chasing my happiness, they'll fucking understand. They need to understand that. And if they don't, fucking tell them to call us. Straight up. I'll break it down. Tatiana. I'll be like, wicka, wicka, wheel. So all you moms and stuff or dads watching this, like,
everyone, I'm going to give you his phone number right now. Let me pull it up. 808.
I'm about to change my number. That'd be crazy. But no, for real, dude. Like, I honestly think, like, just you need to be fucking happy, man. That's the fucking number one thing, you know? And partying is not going to bring you that fucking happiness. That's called a
I don't know. I'm having a pretty good time right now.
it's a momentary happy. It's a fucking, what is it? A quick stimulant is what it is, you know?
Do I
it's
look
just
sad to you?
A little bit. But no, it's just a quick stimulant, and then you wake up and you're like,
are you sure?
You're like, wow, I don't like my life anymore, or whatever the fuck you're doing. But I mean, you got anything else to add on that? Anything to touch on that? I don't know. I'm hungry, dude. Talk away, dude.
Yeah, he's looking slim thick. Well, you want to talk about the yellow tickets?
That's what we're gonna talk about if you're done. I don't know if you're done or not.
I could always keep going. What do you want me to go about?
No, just touch on some shit, dude. I just ended the fucking shit with be happy and do what you want to fucking do. Who the fuck cares?
I was just pouring my heart out.
And you were being sarcastic as fuck. So tell the people what the fuck's up, man.
I was being sarcastic as fuck because sometimes you just got to keep the homies in check. And I am breaking up so bad through my own headset right now.
Sounds like a tech problem.
Yeah.
Call the tech guy.
Tech guy.
Are you gonna keep talking, or are you just gonna bitch about your headphones?
Well, you know, they kind of distracted me, and it was extremely frustrating. I completely.
So here. This is how you end this is how you end it, and we'll go into the final part.
Dad.
So you're gonna say this. You can be like, yeah, guys, but totally agree with what he's saying. Just, dude, you got to be a happy person. You know, if school's not for you, it's not for you. If it is, it is. If you want to live in a van, it is. Fucking just do what you want to do. Brandon, your turn.
Yeah, so, guys, I totally agree with what he was saying. If school is for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. Like, if you want to live in a van, just do whatever you want to do. Okay, guys? You got it? All right. In the wonderful moment we're talking about.
So loud, man. God. Okay.
Mr. Negative here.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
The freaking yellow tickets, dude.
They're golden tickets, dude.
No, they're yellow.
Hey, fuck you, bro. All right, guys. So we got the golden tickets here. We told you guys earlier. If you've been paying attention, you know what the fuck is going on. But we got 4 golden tickets here. Bingo. You'll see them on the screen. But basically, so all month of September, we're gonna be giving away free coffee for an entire year. There's gonna be 4 lucky winners. Basically, the way to enter is throughout the entire month of September, there'll be a random winner. Or a random person is gonna get a golden ticket, 1 a week. There's gonna be 4 winners. So 1 every week, obviously 4 weeks in a month. You're going to get a ticket. If you get a ticket in your bag, or in your box or in your package or anything like that, you obviously are eligible and you won free coffee for an entire year. If you don't like or don't want to receive the gift, then you do have the opportunity before it starts to give it to a family member, loved one, homie, whatever you want to do. Okay, you can pass it off, pawn it off to someone. The way to enter the giveaway, it's every dollar you spend on dynamizecoffee.com is one entry. Okay, so we're basically going to be every single week we're going to do random fucking pools. Okay, so every time you spend $1, we're going to put your name in a thing, in a random name generator. We're going to click the fucking button, and then bingo, we're going to get it, and we're going to put it in your package. Okay.
This dude has a lot of work ahead of him.
I got a lot of work going on, guys, but it's going to be all month September. 4 like people are going to win coffee for an entire year. It's going to be a $1,200 value each person. So we're giving away, $4,800 worth of coffee. And yeah, you guys are going to be stoked on it. It's going to be a really sick giveaway. I'm super excited on it. We also got another giveaway dropping tomorrow or today. You guys are going to see this today. So yeah, stay tuned. Right on.
Today? Have you checked what time it is? It's 8:41.
Okay, something like that.
Tomorrow. I got you guys. Sorry. Sometimes a little bit of a smart ass. Love you guys.
All right, cheers, guys. Cheers, brothers. Illy, later.